We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Washington Huskies and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here at the Palace on the Prairie, you know this is one of the most iconic stadiums in all of college football. Gaylord family, Oklahoma Memorial Stadium gets rocking for the Sooners. They have got so many loyal fans. You know they bleed crimson and cream here. They're excited after a 10-win season last year, and these fans can't wait to get it started again. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Huskies kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Looking deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Williams. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gets it to him on the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. That's reeled in. It's Sategna. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Williams unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers, what about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Williams looking for a man. Unloads it left. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Williams Bringing the heat. This time on target. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. It's Williams again. Throws to the wideout. Complete on the left to Williams. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He'll try it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Washington right back to the line. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Absolute shame. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They believe they can run right here. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
They And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Makes a catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air, it's Mateer. He fires to the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting him. Because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Pressure coming. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got his man. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Paul.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that it kept his eyes down on the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Williams on the run, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
Williams from the gun on third down. Finds space on the right. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Washington. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he had to bend that one back in with a little help from the right upright. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Turning it on! He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. With the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Sooners looking to convert on 4th down. They'll run play action. Now improvising. Complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Throwing, Williams. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
Man, this guy is so dangerous running it, and the speed can also help him extend the play to hurt you throwing it, David. As a defense, what do you got to do to keep this guy in the pocket?
Well, the hard part is once he gets outside the pocket, you have to play the second play. The first play, everybody had a route to run, but the second play, it's the scramble drill, and receivers going to break and cut and do something different. So it's so annoying. It's frustrating to have a guy like this that can get outside the pocket and do so much damage.
And the Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Williams will pass. Fakes to grab. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Washington wants to go quickly. Williams to the air again. Looking for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Oh, he makes the catch. Crosses the 45. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point of the game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fires to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man on the right. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mateer. He's got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They boot it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Here's Williams to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Picked off, what a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the 2nd half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Tight end now in motion. To give on the counter. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Williams. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Third down from the gun, Williams. Got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Washington sends out the punt team. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Bounced off his feet. Third and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Maybe a crease. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
first down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Xavier again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Now on the counter. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll run the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of it.
He's got it down the right side. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He goes right back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. The offense coughs it up. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 50, the 40, at the 20. In with the pick six. Touchdown, Huskies.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man in the middle.